Alright, hello YouTube, it's Justin again. Sorry, I have the Xbox kinda, I'll put it the right way here. So, I'm back with another video. So I have an Xbox 360. It has a faulty motherboard and a faulty DVD drive. So, what I'm gonna do is just, give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, so what I'm just doing is I'm just getting the cable to power the thing on. Because we're going to need to do a test on it after we take it apart and repair it. So I'm just grabbing the cord. That'll be right there. Like this. Might as well grab the AV cable. Just so we can see the green circle of light show up. Alright, I am back. Okay, so what I got here, AV cable and custom homemade power supply out of an old box, and then the connector for the slim. Because I didn't have a power supply, but I had that cut off piece from another power supply that was shot, and I thought, why not try soldering it? And I tried, and you know what, it worked. So I'll use this power supply to test out the console. I even use that power supply to use the systems too. So before we get into this, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you like the video, smash the like button and turn on notifications. And if you turn on the bell, click on the bell, and if you do that, then you'll get notified on my new videos that are coming up. So this Xbox has never been dismantled. As you can see right there, seal's still in place, never cut or removed or anything. This is a 2012 model Xbox, so it's not terribly too old. But what'll happen is you go to turn it on, it'll ding, it'll power up, then it'll start having a blinking red light issue. Oh nice, I have the CPU grease right here too. So I even have, this is the stuff I use. Yeah, this way. It's TG7 is what this is. And it's very good silver grease. It works really well. Also got my little spreader tool. My little screwdriver. I'm just gonna look here to see. Sorry if I'm over the camera there. I was just seeing if I had a little flathead screwdriver to pop the case apart, but I don't. So I'm just gonna use the long. So there's the panel number 1. And when it's on there, I'll show you how it comes off. So it's on here, right? So there's your feet. You pull this thing this way, and it just comes out, okay? And I actually put these on the chair right here. That's what I'll do. So anyway, so this piece here comes out easily. You just take your 2 fingers right here, pull up, and there you go. And that's off. So now you can get a idea on these holes. Some of these don't have clips, but most of them do. There's a hidden one right here. Hidden clip. I see these get broken, you guys, all the time. Like I see them get ruined. So what you want to do is the clip that's hidden, that's right underneath, right here. All I do is I take the screwdriver, push it underneath there. As you can see, it's right underneath there, and then I'll just go in. And most likely now, not quite. Give it one more. Oh, I did it. So there it is. It's popped loose. I don't know if you can see that. It's completely popped apart there. Okay. And then what I want to do is just go through the other clips and just try to pop them out. Okay, just want to go through all those slots that I showed you, and I just want to release most of these, as many as I can. Sometimes they can be a little bit of a pain to get out. Oh my goodness, it's being a little bit of a pain, you guys. So I got this apart, as you can see right there. I'm gonna use my Phillips because it's a lot smaller and it'll be easier to there's that one. Yeah, that one's hiding right in there. If I can, there we go, I released that one. I can use now the flathead and go underneath this, right underneath the panel. And I can do a little bit of a sideways twist. Sometimes it works. It's definitely not I'm trying to release this clip, but it will not. There we go, I got it. I also want to pop in this plastic little clips here. So, oh, did that unrivet, or is it just, no, it didn't unrivet. It's just not, oh, there we go. Or not, there's still a few in there. There we go. Okay, now that time I got it. That's what that looks like. There's all those clips on the side. See, there's that one little tiny one there that was giving me trouble. And there's all those other clips. Okay. Put that down like that. That's now what it looks like. Then we want to take our flathead and see here. We have, which side is it? One of these, yeah, right here. Wherever my finger's pointing, I don't know if I can get it on camera, but right in there is a little hole. You want to take your screwdriver, see, it's right there, and you want to pull up on it, get it in there, pull up. Oh, okay, that one's too tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the very front here, sandwich a screwdriver in between the little spot where the bezel of the faceplate is, and just pull up gently. I'm not prying very hard. And as you can see, it's separated a bit, and just like that, it's off. Okay? So then what you should have is something that looks like that. So there's more clips. Now, there's a lot more clips, okay? And this one's not going to cut the bill. So this one might do the trick. felt it come loose. Oh yeah, that came loose. I just want to give it a little bit more of a just want to get these two clips out of the way. And they're kind of in the way. These clips, come on. Ooh, these clips are not being nice. Okay, no one's here yet in the chat or in the live stream. Hopefully I start getting people coming in. So I'm gonna take that loose. That one's loose. Okay, so there we go. Our top piece is now separated. Now I got those two clips released. Sorry if I'm a little quick, but I'm a bit tech savvy. So there's those two clips I was trying to release. And here's the other side. Okay. So you can like bend these clips back a bit to like not too far because you will break them off, but just to the right spot. After you do that, you should have something that looks like this. Now there's a little circuit board right there. That circuit board is your wireless network adapter. Wireless network circuit. You want to take that circuit out because if you try taking this apart without taking that circuit out, you are gonna break a lot of stuff. And just undo the screw. Hopefully this Xbox works afterwards because it sure as heck doesn't work right now. And just like a USB cable, put your finger in here and pull straight out. And out it comes. And I'll even show you, see? It's literally a USB cable on the circuit board there. And this is what the wireless adapter looks like. Okay? So then after you have it out, it should look like something like that. Okay? So then, we have a bunch of clips to take out. Now there is a hidden spot in here, and it is right in this area, and there's a little hole. So what I'm gonna have to do is take my X-Acto knife, and I'm gonna have to cut the seal, the little seal right there, that little small one, this seal. I'm gonna cut it, but I'm not gonna rip it off because I wanna leave that on there. So if I ever sell this console, the owner will know that it wasn't sent to Microsoft for any repairs or any other shops. All right, there we go. So it doesn't look like it's cut right now, but it's actually cut. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun here trying to take out clips. So what I do is I like to take my screwdriver, I'll pull on it a little bit, work it a little bit, give it a bit of a hole. Try to, and I'm really working at it right now. It's really, what it's saying is I'm not coming apart unless you do this the right way. So I'm just looking, do I have anything on here that's small that'll release? The only thing I can think of is the flathead or the Phillips screwdriver. Yeah, I don't have anything there. Okay. I have this one, but that's a Torx. So what at this point I'm gonna do is just peel out the sticker that is blocking out that hole that I'm talking about. Now you don't want to pull this sticker out all the way. Okay. Here's that hole. See what I'm talking about? See that little tiny hole right there? The hole is right there where I'm pointing at. That's a little hole. You want to stick, first thing is first, release the first clip. So you want to go in there. You want to go inside there, and right in there is a clip that you want to pop out. See right there? There's that clip, okay? The next thing, after you pop that loose, you take whatever it is that you're gonna use and you push it through that hole. With this, I have to twist it back and forth a few times. And there we go. And then all I need to do, so it'll sit nice and flat. I'm just putting the sticker back on fairly nicely. So I'm just gonna put my sticker back on, you guys. All right, so now I put that sticker back on, and you can see this whole side is loose, it's off. Hello, hey there. I got another video going on here with the Xbox. Hello, hello. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to release 2 clips. So those 2 clips are right there in the one side. One's right in the far corner there, and one's right here. So there's only 2 clips now. They're not hard to undo. It's the ones on this other side that are harder because of that hidden pin that allows you to go through the hole to release that clip. So just like that, I just released them. And you can see there's the clip 1 and clip 2. This whole thing just comes right off. Just like, oh, look at all that dust that's in there. There's actually quite a bit of dust. So that's probably one of the main things that has caused this Xbox to become defective. So that you can see all the screws are still in place, not removed. Okay, so one of the dangerous things that's hard to not break is the ribbon cable that's in behind this faceplate. So when you pull this faceplate off, you don't just rip it off. You want to pull down like this, pull it down, keep pulling it down a little bit, wiggle it. Hear that snap? That's not it breaking, that's clips releasing. You want to carefully pull it up, okay? I'm going to show you this ribbon. Right here, if you look really carefully, you can see there's a ribbon right there. So many people mistake and pull on this and rip that cable off. Never, ever rip on it. So set the Xbox down gently. So the little ribbon here, you can somewhat lift it up here. I'm going to point this towards you guys here so you can see. Right here is a little latch. So this little piece, it just pushes forward. You want to go like that. And then there's this little latch here. It doesn't flip upwards, it pushes forward. So very carefully pushes forward. And just like that. And there's our ribbon. And this ribbon goes to the sensor eject and on and off. So that's our eject and on off module. This thing is very filthy. So there's our RF module. So I'm going to take the screws out of there. There's only 2 screws in this one. And we're going to see if we can get this Xbox up and running. And hopefully, wait, is this the right one? Yeah, it is. Hopefully I can connect to Xbox Live. But most likely what it's going to say is it's unable to connect due to some sort of error. And it's not that my account is expired or anything like that. It's something to do with the hard drive being damaged a little bit from it being shut off and the system being shut off and turned on so many times. But maybe it'll luck out and it'll work. So we'll see how that goes. So just like a USB cable. Okay, I'm just gonna USB cable. It wiggles like that and it just comes out. And this is your ring circle of light and controller syncing. See, it's just like a regular USB. So I'll put that off the side. Actually, I'll put that over here on. Get this stuff out of the way. I've done so many of these original slim model 360s that it's easy to take them apart, but someone who hasn't had one of these apart before, they need to know how to take them apart. So now that you got this off, this still isn't going to come off the top because, let's see, we got 5. Yeah, we got 5 black screws. The one here, there, these ones. You got a few of them here, and then you got those brass ones, and then you got the heatsink screws. So you just want to take out all the screws on the bottom, and then hidden here in the back, right there is another screw. You want to take that one out too, because this repair is taking the entire system apart. It's not just one little thing, you guys, it's everything, okay? So, I think I'm gonna take the heatsink screws out first. Hopefully you guys are, before I start going any farther, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, smash the like button, and also turn on notifications. I should have mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but I forgot. All right, so hopefully everybody's having a good day, and hopefully enjoying this video on how to fix a overheating system and faulty disk drive. So this drive will open and close and everything. It won't read disks. It won't even spin the disk up. So the disk drive is what I call more than dead. Okay, so I'm going to take all the rest of the screws out of the bottom. Like I was saying, you want to take all the screws out when you're doing this kind of repair, okay? So I don't know if this is one of those Xbox 360s that has the HANA chip, which is what can cause an E74. So if this does have a HANA chip, this slim model can still get an Error 74 message and get those same lines and same problems. So yeah, so this is a fun one. I like taking stuff apart. So hopefully, we got all these long screws. Hopefully this thing will work afterwards, because you know these are very nice quiet Xboxes. They don't run very loud. When they overheat, they sure as heck run loud. We'll see what happens here with the Xbox when I power it up after I do these repairs on it. And see how bad the dust is in it. It looked a little bit dusty when I opened up the case, but it doesn't look horrible. Okay, so yeah, it looks pretty good. I got one more to take out at the back. Got to remember to take this screw out, or else oops happens, and you don't want that to happen. Oh, give me a look. There we go. I got it. Then you set it down. As you can see, all screws are out. That one's out there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift straight up like this on this. And as you see, nice and easily. And actually, this looks pretty clean. doesn't even look that dirty, which is very weird how this console is overheating when it's this clean. And I'll show you what the inside of it looks like. The fan has a little bit of dust on it, but look how clean that is. It's overheating. This is overheating when it's that clean. But the disk drive is definitely more than dead. It'll open and close, but it won't spin the disk up or read it. So something's very wrong with the DVD drive. What just fell off? Oh, nothing did. Okay, I thought something fell off. Oh my goodness. The serial ATA cable is in there really good. But I can get it out. It just takes a little bit of work. Come on. There we go. Cable number 1 released and number 2 released. I can't tell yet. I don't think, you guys, I think this might be an Xbox 360 that does not have a HANA chip. What is this guy called? KSB, okay. KSB chip. So the KSB chip has the HANA chip and the video sound card built all into one chip. There's our NAND with the operating system. All right, so we got the DVD drive out, which has never been opened up. This is the first time the system's ever been opened. I'm gonna put the disk drive off to the side for now. We just wanna get the logic board up and running. So all we need is our wireless network chip when we test it, that, and this. We don't even need the faceplate with the ribbon cable. We don't even need that to test it. So I'm just gonna pull all these clips out. These covers. Okay, covers. This piece. So I'm a little bit tech savvy, so I take things apart really fast. And they definitely go back together afterwards. Yeah, this is a better version of the Xbox 360 Slim hard drive reader. I'm liking what I'm seeing because there is no HANA chip to go faulty because the HANA chip isn't even there. Okay, so in the original Slims, right here would have been the HANA chip, a little square black chip. The HANA chip controls your video and the power to the board. So the HANA chip isn't there at all. This right here is called a KSB chip. This is your video sound card and HANA chip. All video processor and video sound card all laid into one chip. Okay? So this one, because it has this chip, that's now leading me to believe that our APU, which is our CPU, GPU in one, has become defective. So we need to reset but the problem that we're having though is it's resetting itself, like it's overheating. And the way I reset it, it's doing that on its own and it's still having problems. So that's leading me to believe that there's bad CPU grease. Let me get my other cable for the DVD drive out, unplug our fan. I'm gonna also look for tracing damage, but I doubt that there's gonna be that because this has never been apart by anyone else. So, and I'm very careful taking stuff apart. Okay, I got the fan unplugged. And it looks really good. There is, after I took everything out, there's quite a bit of dust, okay? Have a look at the dust that's in there. There's definite dust all over those parts, and there's dust all over the fan. So it needs a little bit of some TLC. It needs a little bit of cleaning. Turn that like that. Take my screws out for the fan. And then we're gonna try And we're gonna have to purposely overheat it when I put the new CPU grease on, so it adheres the heatsink to the APU. So here's our fan. See how nice and dusty it is. It needs to be cleaned for sure. Ooh, that's not good. There's something else in there. Oh, otherwise, you see that in there? There's a bunch of gungy stuff in there. Okay. So, we gotta take our board out of the chassis. Then we take our chassis, put it off to the side, and here's our logic board, ready for repair. Now, another thing that could be wrong with this Xbox is they did this with the Xbox One X too, even the most expensive Xbox out there. They still are using these garbage X clamps. They use the same X clamp in the Xbox One X. Way to go, Microsoft, because that's why the Xbox One X's are having so many problems. It's because of this shitty X clamp. So I almost bet you that, oh yeah, that's the issue right there. The X clamp has completely lost its tension. And definitely, and you can see that the grease is gone. It's definitely bad. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this off and retension our X clamp. So you just put it in the claw, push forward a bit. If you can't get one off right away, just work around the X clamp. Eventually they'll start popping off. There's one. As you can see, one just popped off. So now I'll just work my way around. Okay, so I almost have it out. I'm trying not to hurt my hand in any way. So anyway, so here's that X clamp that's gone bad. Oh my goodness, that's gonna cause a static short. So there's what the CPU grease looks like. It's all dried up. It's no good anymore. I'm gonna put that down. Yeah, put it down in the chassis. Our X clamp has lost tension, so all I do is I just go like this, give it a bit of a bend on each corner, and there we go, fixed. So now that'll work. You can see how there's a ton of dust all over the place. You know, it's pretty bad. We got over here. I have some. We got a brush here. So I'm just gonna dust down all the goods inside this Xbox. So, this is looking a little bit happier. I just want to Okay, so that's what the board looks like now, nice and shiny, all clean, no dust. So my APU looks pretty good. So I'm gonna put the board off to the side now. I'm gonna clean up the table a little bit here. The question is the Xbox gonna turn on green or is it gonna show that same red blinking light? So, anyway, give me a sec here. Okay, so now the next thing I'm doing is cleaning our fan, okay? Okay, so hopefully this console will work after. I'm cleaning up all the dust out of the unit, so there's no quite a bit of dust in here, and the fan. And I will show you as soon as I get her clean here how good our fan looks. What I want to do is I want to use the Xbox to watch YouTube on, because I watch YouTube on my Xbox a lot when it connects to live. And when it started having problems connecting, well, I'm just thinking it's something to do with the gold connections on the hard drive, but maybe it's the hard drive case that I'm using. Okay, so this will be a lot cleaner than it was. Okay, so this is what the fan looks like now, okay? Nice and clean, no dust. So this one's also ready. Now I'm gonna clean our heatsink, get all that nasty stuff out of there that was in there. So, I'm gonna clean all the dust out of here. It makes like little sounds. Okay, so then what I do when I apply the grease in here, I'll put that much in there. Then what I'll do is I don't have cleaner to clean. I don't have a towel right here to clean the cleaner, but I'll just spread the grease right where the original CPU grease was, which still is, like some of it's still there, but most of it's cleaned up. But I'll just put a really good layer of this stuff, like not too thick, but I'll put just the right amount on the on the accordion here, or sorry, not accordion, the Xbox heatsink. I'm just doing a lot of spreading here. I'm just, sorry if I'm a little quiet here. I'm just making absolutely certain that I get the right amount of grease all over the heatsink to where it's going to sit really nicely. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. See how nice that grease is on there now? There's a perfect amount. That's what we want. So that's going to sit on our APU. And that's liquid. That's an actual liquid. So now I'm going to just grab a cloth so I can clean my, there we go. Oh, just going to clean off my spatula, spreading spatula for the spreading grease, CPU grease. And hopefully what we end up with at the end of this is a really, really nice, good condition working Xbox 360. All right, so now what I want to do, even if right away the disk drive is kind of, because if the Xbox is messing up, maybe that's why the disk drive was messing up too. But so before I mess with the disk drive, I'm going to test to see if maybe the system is glitching, and when the system glitches out, that can bugger some of the accessories plugged into it up. So maybe the disk drive isn't defective, but I'm pretty sure it is. I might just do the go ahead and open it up and look at it. I'm pretty certain that it's defective. There. So we got a good, clean looking chassis. Everything's looking pretty good. So, let's assemble. Whoop. Hope I didn't touch the grease because I had that nicely. Oh no, that's perfect. It's still good. All right, so we're gonna reapply our heatsink. Just like so. As you can see, it's on the right way. Just so you can see the way it's on, right? Then I'm just applying a little bit of pressure so it makes contact. Now we're gonna have to unpurposely overheat the system so it glues the actual heatsink, gets fused to the actual APU. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's on there really good. So here's what it looks like there, and there's what it looks like there. All right, so I'm gonna put my board back inside the chassis. Now remember what I would say, it would only turn on for about a couple minutes and then it would red ring. Okay, so it wasn't spinning discs before, but maybe it's something to do with that. We're gonna take this off of there. That's a little thing for the back of the drive. So I'm gonna get my X-Acto blade. What we're gonna do is take off the foam piece because that's not needed. That's only there for warranty. Tells Microsoft that you haven't been in there if it hasn't been tamped with, but if it's been tamped with, then most likely Microsoft isn't gonna even touch the Xbox. They do this with Xbox One too. I can't seem to get, there we go, I got it underneath. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. I really hope you are. Trying to make it the best video I can. Okay, so this is that little foam thing right here. See that foam thing I'm pulling out? You want to eliminate that because that's going to cause a problem with opening the disk drive. And that's not really needed. For the disk drive. So now I just cut that and I peel it right out. And this is that foam thing I'm talking about. That's not needed. You don't have to have that in the Xbox for it to be quiet or anything like that. It's that's just there to tell Microsoft that you've actually haven't been inside. That's like a major warranty seal, because there is actually no warranty seal anywhere on the Xbox. That's what that foam thing there is for. So now I got 4 screws to take out, so I'm going to take those screws out. Try to be as quick as I can. We're just going to see if there's maybe some dust that's screwing up the drive, causing it to not want to spin. Maybe there's some hair that got wrapped around the spinner motor, jamming it and causing it to not spin. I've seen that happen before, where there's a real long hair that got twisted up in that, how the hair got in there, probably by the main fan, and then the main fan blew it around in the system, then it got through the drive somehow, and or it got in where the disk is, and then just clogged up that way. There's a bit of dust. Definitely a bit of dust in there. But that's not enough dust to cause this drive to become defective. So that's where I'm going to investigate a little bit more. So I'm going to let this drop. Don't let the whole drive drop, but this should. Usually that works. Come on. Why are you giving me trouble? There we go. There we go. There it is. And then this just slides out. There's a little bit of dust, but again, I'm not seeing. That's what the inside of it looks like. And there's enough dust in there that can cause it to not read a disc, but not stop it from spinning, because if I spin the spinner motor, see that? It's spinning. It's definitely spinning. So, but there is a little bit of hair in there and a little bit of dust. Styrofoam, the little styrofoam balls, or some of those in there, that can definitely cause problems. We got a few problems, but in here, but in the drive, but it's just basically dust. How they designed this so the customer wouldn't be able to open the drive very easily, but doesn't mean I can't get into it. That it? Yep. Hey, I got into it. I'm gonna push up. Phillips won't really do good for this next job. I'll just use my fingers won't do good for this next job. I need a flathead screwdriver. Okay. What this is gonna do, when I lift this up, it's gonna allow me to pull this entire tray right out without breaking anything. There we go. Entire tray's out of the Xbox. So we're gonna do a little bit of an investigation on the drive. I'm gonna push this up all the way. I don't see any hair, but I definitely see dust. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna super clean the dust out of this thing. I hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's enjoying this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, smash the like button. Also turn on notifications down below. Hit the bell, click on the bell. That way you get my new videos coming up. When I make new live streams or other videos. So you don't miss out on any videos. So you can see how nice and clean that looks now. It looks really good. There's that side. Just gonna give it one last little bit of a dust down. Now it wasn't even spinning or reading the disc, and it looked that good in the board. Board looks good. All the wires look good. So I think it's something to do with when it was overheating or something like that, causing it to not work. But maybe also it just needed a really good cleaning. That could be it too. It just wanted to be really well cleaned. All right. Let's set down my first I'm going to clean the dust off my pants. I'm going to set that down. And also clean the inside of this drive piece. This way our drive will be nice and clean, right? So we don't have all this So I got all this nice and clean, no dust or dirt. So this drive's in really good shape. So I'm gonna just put my, I'm gonna put the tray piece back in. It should just, nice and easy. I shouldn't have to push too hard. What are we having happen here? There we go. Just like that. Hopefully, I hope everybody's having a good day. Just gonna make certain here that yeah, it is pushed in all the way. So guys, this is it is ready to, almost ready to be set. I gotta clean these up yet. And make sure that those are all cleaned up. And then we'll see if we can get the Xbox to show green circle of light, and hopefully alright, so now we're gonna put our drive back in here. Okay. So now that the drive's back in there, now I'm gonna clean the bottom half, which is full of a lot of dust. Okay. Sponge piece that helps cool down the board. I'll put that in place after I'm done here. So this Xbox shall work after this, I'm pretty certain. So as you can see, it's all nice and clean now, not full of dirt and dust. Okay. So now I just take this, and then I just go in the front here, and that just goes together like that. And there's our drive, reassembled. So all I have to do now is just put all our screws back in. And then reassemble it. And this is where I'm gonna have to overheat the Xbox, but before I do that, I want to screw the heatsink back down to the chassis so it doesn't move around. See, that's good. For that screw, put this one in. So if this is done correctly, itchy, a little itchy there. If it's done correctly, you guys, then it'll work. because most 360s I repair actually work for quite a while. So we'll see what it does. We'll give it a good test out here. We'll make sure it turns on and all that. And I'll put a disc in it and we'll see if it spins up a disc. And if it does, then it's working. And I know it'll put out the TV connection. To the TV, it'll show like a good, okay, there's all the screws. So I got all the screws back in, so it's together. So what I want to do is I want to put this little cover piece back on. If I can get her back in. And put that in like that. And there's our drive. Our disk drive's ready. So I'll just set it over here. Alright, so now we have my Xbox 360 system and console. So now what I want to do is I want to plug in our RF module, and I want to flip this upside down, and all I'm doing right here with screws is I'm putting in my heatsink screws, no more than that, because what I want to do is overheat it, make sure that it reconnects the heatsink down to the board, and we're going to see how long it takes for it to overheat. To reset the console. Because if it takes only a few minutes to do that, that's not good. It should take more like at least 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. To reset an Xbox 360 Slim. Sometimes it takes up to a half hour to reset the system, but we're gonna find out shortly. And then I'll put our last screw in. What this is doing when I put these screws, 4 screws in, is not allowing the heatsink to move around. So now all that grease is gonna be on, new grease is gonna be on the APU, and it's gonna be connecting to the heatsink real nicely. I think what I'm going to do is just do the go ahead for the RF module screws. Why not? We'll put those in. So now I'm gonna do this. Okay, and then also I want to put my fan in, but I'm not gonna actually connect it to the board yet because I want to be able to overheat this system, so it'll connect my CPU grease nicely. I'll put my screws back in. Okay, so there's one. So our fan is not going to spin because it is not plugged in, and we're leaving it unplugged for a reason. We want it to overheat. We want the system at this point to reset itself and shut itself down due to okay, so that's on there good. So as we can see, I'm going to show you guys, See this connector right here? That's our fan connector. It's not plugged in, okay? So now, let's see if we get the red ring of death or the green circle light. Now, even if it shows green, we still have to overheat it. And that's because of the, I have a specific way to turn this on too. We need we need the AV cable plugged in so it doesn't shut off all of a sudden. Turn on TV, not HD. So there's a specific way that I turn this on. I take a flat head, and I just touch 2 pins that allow it to turn on. There we go. There it is. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. It's turning on green. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna bring this forward a little bit for you guys. Let you see it here. I literally have to actually let it okay. So I'll let you guys see it there. So what's gonna happen is the heatsink's starting to warm up. It's gonna overheat, and it's gonna get the red ring of death. It's definitely warming up, so this could take a while. Usually it takes around 2 minutes and it would overheat when I would normally use the console. But this, like, who knows? I gotta turn on the heat here, so I'll be out of the camera view for a few. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. All right. So it's definitely warming up though. But at this point, if I just shut it off right now and use it the way it is, the heatsink isn't gonna actually melt down to the APU, and it's not gonna transfer the heat properly still. So we wanna let that sit, let it get so hot that it'll shut itself down. So we'll get the red flashing light, so this little light right down here will flash red, like it's red ringing, and then it'll just shut right off. At that point, I'm gonna unplug everything, and I'm gonna reconnect our fan, put the whole Xbox back together, and right, I need to get a disc, an actual physical 360 game. So I got a game here. I got some good old Halo Reach, as you can see right there. An actual genuine copy of Halo Reach. So we will give it a test after it red rings. So we want it to shut itself down. I need to take a washing break, so I will be back shortly again, and I'll see you guys in a few. Alright guys, I am back. I see it still hasn't red ringed yet. Okay, so she hasn't red ringed yet. But she is getting quite hot. She is heating up. I'm gonna just grab some stuff here because I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. Alright. Starting to get a little bit hungry, so I'm just grabbing something to snack on while I wait for this thing to red ring. Oh, there we go. All right, guys. So that is our final shutdown stage where the Xbox is saying, I've gotten it too hot and I need to shut down. So we're gonna let it physically shut itself off. And then I'll put it together. It's still trying to shut down at this point. That's pretty hot. So at this point, we're just waiting for it to shut itself off. And then I really hope you all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, and are all having a fun and enjoying my video. All right. So, I'll unplug the PCU from it. And then I'll put this Xbox together and we'll give it a test. And yes, I'm gonna show you guys, I promise you guys, I'll show you it hooked up to the TV and booted up. One thing we're not using, when it's hooked up to the TV, is this old bulky AV cable because it doesn't put out a very nice picture. We're gonna use an HDMI cable. Okay. I was actually quite hungry. All right. Sorry guys, when I was quiet there, I had food in my mouth. I didn't want to be rude or anything like that. Alright, so see that? It's hooked up. We got our serial ATA. Plugs this way. Or no, it doesn't. It plugs this way into our piece up here. Just like that. Okay. And just plug in our little fan, or our little DVD drive guard there. Plug that in. Plug in our fan. Hard drive needs to be hooked up again. Before we plug in our drive though, there's one thing we cannot forget. Hard drive module. Because our plugins are right here. And if we put the drive in now, well, oops happens. Because we need to be able to come on. It's giving me a little bit of trouble with the okay. Underneath the hard drive thing, there's hard drive cover, or the hard drive module. There's a little piece that has to go through there. Okay, there we go. Gotta make sure the hard drive module is actually plugged in, because if it's not, the hard drive will not work. So, plug that in. That would be pretty cool if my internet for my Xbox was to work correctly every time I boot it up, but half the time it doesn't work. So we'll see if this works. Okay. So here's our Xbox back together. So now we need to have fun and reassemble this Xbox. So I put the top on, the same way as taking it off, of course. So make sure everything's in line. So, just gotta make absolutely certain that it's in perfect alignment. Just like that. Then, without screwing the screws in quite yet, faceplate with a real delicate cable. Ooh. So, I'm gonna carefully plug that in. Just like that. Bring it over. And there we go. So this is actually the elite model of the Slim, Xbox 360 Slim 2. So this was the better version of this console. And it still got the red ring from overheating. But We fixed that. We fixed that pretty fast. What is this, a T8? We won't need a T8 anymore. There we go. We'll need this guy, the T10. All right. So now I'm going to have a console that I can use, an Xbox 360 I can actually use. And at least right now, you guys, I think it's going to work. It turned on green. I still haven't tested out the disk drive yet, so I don't know if this Xbox 360 is going to actually read discs yet. I'm hoping it does. We'll give it a try. And hope for the best, right? So hopefully you guys are enjoying. I really hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, smash the like button, turn on the notifications, click on the bell, so you guys get notified of my new videos that I put up. Yeah, it's really trying to carefully get this one together. I want this to be my first 360 I perfectly put together. And so far, it's going very well. All right, so we'll do a test on it. Make sure that everything works. And we will see if it spins up a disc. So we're going to turn it on once I have it hooked up to the TV. So anyway, okay, so that's all back together. All the screws are back in, okay? So now, there's the top, there's the top, okay. So now we put our top piece back on, just like that. All the clips clip back in. Ooh, sharp. Did I just cut myself? I hope not. Nope, I'm good. I'm good. All right, so we're gonna put our, this way. Yeah, no, I'm good. Put that on. That on like that. This in. Okay. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to try to plug in my hard drive. Guys, this is my hard drive, okay? There's no actual case cover for it. So I gotta try to carefully put this in here. Specific way you can get it in there. It's definitely picking on me. It's not going in. Come on. There we go. Is that in? Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was. I'm trying. It does not want to. Is that actually in? I'm just gonna try something. I'm gonna turn it on without the AV cable just to see if they... Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. The hard drive's working. Okay. Okay, so the hard drive's working. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna set the console down and grab the camera here. Okay, so I'm gonna pick you guys up, unplug the cord thing here. Just gonna get rid of some cords here because some cords are getting in the way. For now, I'm just gonna set this stuff in there. Okay, let's, I'm just grabbing the cable to power it up. See, there's the cable. Try not to trip on the floor because the floor is slippery. Sorry if I'm blocking your guys' view there for a second. Just plugging it into the wall. And now I'm gonna switch the camera around so you can see the Xbox. So there's the console that I just repaired. As you can see, there's no other Xbox. The only other systems are those old ones there. So here's the old 360 Slim that I just repaired. At least I hope it is. So we got my HDMI cable. Plug that into the back. Bring the Xbox sideways. We're gonna plug in the PCU like so. We're gonna also, now that I have all that stuff plugged in, we're also gonna plug in this hard wire into it just to see, because I haven't. Ooh, sorry guys, I tilted it the wrong way there. So there's the power, HDMI, wired internet. Here's my controller cable. So I'm just gonna plug it in. If I can get lined up. There we go. All right. As you can see, there's the Xbox, all hooked up, ready to roll. It's hooked up to this 4K TV, so I'll turn it on now. This is the controller for the 360. It's an Afterglow remote, but it doesn't actually have the lights that, so here it goes, you guys. So there's the Xbox, there's the TV. I'm gonna hit the power. There's power. Oh, you know what's happening? I know what's happening. I'm gonna turn it off again. I know why it's not working, you guys. Hit, see it says AV. I have an HDMI cable plugged in. HDMI 1 select. Sorry guys, no wonder it's not working. I was wondering why. All right, HDMI 1 received. Well, why aren't you, oh, maybe it's HDMI 2. Oh no, I selected, oh whoops, I selected the wrong one. Just give me a second here. Said it received, but for some reason, I don't know why, you guys, just give me a sec here. Okay, maybe I got the wrong cable plugged in to the console. So there's an HDMI. I'm gonna show you guys that I have the HDMI plugged in. So I'm gonna trade the cable. Okay. So it's saying HDMI signal is received. So that's but there's nothing on the screen. So what is happening here? Okay. So what I'm thinking, you guys, while the drive opens, unplug the cable, completely unplug the HDMI, get rid of this cable. Okay. We're gonna borrow a different HDMI cable. I think that cable's faulty. I think this cable that I got right here, this is another one that's identical to that other cable. Let's try this one. Again, it said it's received. Oh, check it out. There we go. That's better. There it is. Xbox 360. There's a Slim showing it's connected. Connected. So it's now working really well. So it said that it had to be overheated and all the other readings. Oh, and look at this. it also detected the internet. So, moment of truth, according to Man 16. Let's see if we have problems or if it actually works. Look at that, you guys, it's in. So it's actually working really nicely. It's working so well, like this is perfect. So we got a moment of truth. It did not read discs before, it wouldn't even spin the disc up. So let's see what she does. You know what? Can you hear that? It's spinning the disc. And check this out. There it is. One fixed Xbox. All right, guys. So everybody have a good day, and